I studied 100 pieces of content: ads, reels, websites, YouTube videos, sales pages, not casually scrolling, actually studying. Because I wanted to answer one question: why does some content convert and others just exist? The truth is, most business struggles are not because they lack ideas on what to write about. They struggle because the ideas they write about don't connect. The effort is there, the posting is there, the time is there, but the monetization isn't. And when people don't click on your content, that gap starts to feel personal. Every creator wants the same thing: content that connects, content that leads somewhere, content that builds momentum, without second-guessing every sentence, without feeling overwhelmed, and without wondering if it's all just a waste of time. But that gap between content creation and clicks leads to bad habits: chasing tactics, posting more weak content, copying trends, or trying to be like other creators. Sometimes that works, for a second. Then the burnout and stress gap starts again, because copying without understanding is a weak tactic. That's why I started studying content on purpose. Not to copy it, but to reverse engineer it. I looked for patterns. What repeats? What shows up over and over in content that actually converts? And after 100 examples, a pattern appeared. Not style, not personality, patterns. And here's the part nobody explains. High-converting content isn't random. It follows categories, predictable categories. 6 of them, every time. Different voices, different industries, same underlying patterns. I put those patterns into a structure called Marketing Intelligence 6, MI6 for short. Once you learn MI6, you start to see the patterns everywhere, and then you can't unsee them. And here's what makes it powerful. Each one of these intelligence pieces can be told from different angles. Before and after, behind the scenes. What changed? What I used? What I stopped doing? Writing content stops feeling heavy. You're not guessing anymore. You now work from a secret writing system. MI1: struggles, challenges, obstacles, biases, myths. Every converting piece of content shows friction. Friction creates relatability. Relatability creates trust. Example: this one thing was holding me back. I tried X and failed. Then I changed Y and achieved Z. Nobody trusts perfection. They want to know you struggled and that you overcame it. MI2: methods, approaches, frameworks, inventory, not just what you do, but how you think, the mentality of doing it. People want that repeatable path to their success, the shortcut, the hack. Example: I built one workflow that saves X hours a week. They want the system and the structure behind the result. MI3: activities, lifestyle, freedom, enjoyment. What success looks like in real life, not just numbers. Example: working at the beach, in coffee shops, helping families reach their goals. People want to live that experience with you. They want to save time, be flexible, be independent. People don't buy products. They buy new futures. That's monetizable content. MI4: analysis, reflection, study. High-converting creators analyze their own work. They treat content like a craft, not a lottery ticket. Observe, adjust, improve. Example: this week initially felt like a flop. I lost 10 subscribers, but I gained 30 in the long run. Here's why. Tell the stories, the good, the bad, and the ugly. MI5: results, growth, proof. Evidence that your product, program, or content works. Not bragging, clarity. Signals that say what I'm showing you is measurable, real, repeatable. Example: I put this one thing in place and my business 10x'd its output. Here's how you can too. MI6: tools, equipment, software. Every business uses tools. Show the tools behind the results, what you use, what makes your process possible. People don't just want outcomes, they want the mechanism. Example: when I learned to use XYZ software, I produced 3 blogs and 2 reels in 1 hour. This tool makes it possible. That's golden content that converts. When you combine these 6 pieces, writing stops feeling random. You're not staring at blank pages anymore. You're choosing from an inventory of content, organized and filed. That's a different feeling. That's control. Every piece of content suddenly has a place. This one fits under tools. This one fits under results. This one fits under struggles. No ideas, mangled, lost, and floating. Everything is inventoried in the SMART system. Now when you sit down to write, SMART turns the lights on. You don't ask, what should I post? You ask, which file am I pulling from? That's a different question, and it produces answers instantly. Struggles become stories, methods become tutorials, lifestyle becomes aspiration, analysis becomes authority, results become proof, tools become shortcuts. That's a content engine. And engines don't depend on mood. They run on structure, which means writing content is not emotional, requiring new ideas and energy. It's mechanical, repeatable. This is how businesses scale without burning out, not by working harder. When structure is in place, confidence grows fast, because you stop wondering if this post will work. You know what content to use, where it fits, and why. Momentum builds from there. Ideas connect, content stacks, audience trust compounds. That's when monetization stops being accidental. That's the shift. You don't just create content, you design it. And design systems scale across niches, across platforms, across formats. If you want the full breakdown of how to write monetizable content step by step, check the link in the bio. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, where we turn ideas into assets, productivity into systems, and business into something doable in a few steps.